If you have ever wanted to run Windows PC game directly on your phone, then Winlator is one of the most popular options available right now. But the original Winlator app has not received a major update for a long time. Because of that, many users are now using community modified versions of Winlator, which come with better optimization, more features, and improved game compatibility. For this video, I'm using Winlator Ludashi. This is a modified version of Winlator that mainly focuses on better performance and smoother gameplay. So in this tutorial, I'll show you how to install it, how to create a container, which settings you should use, how to add your PC games, and finally, I'll also explain the gameplay performance. So without wasting any time, let's get started. First of all, let me quickly show you my phone's hardware information. Because emulator performance depends a lot on your phone's processor, RAM, and GPU. For this, I'm using the device info app. As you can see, I'm using the OnePlus 10T, which comes with the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 processor. In my phone, the GPU is Adreno 730. Since this is a Snapdragon phone with an Adreno GPU, I can use the Turnip GPU driver, which usually gives better performance and compatibility in many games. Next, check the RAM section. This is also important because PC games need a good amount of memory to run properly inside Winlator. If your phone has more RAM, the emulator can handle games better. But if your phone has low RAM, you may need to use lower resolution and lighter games. Now that you know that which phone and hardware I'm using for this test, let's download and install Winlator Ludashi. So open your browser and go to its GitHub page. Scroll down to the Assets section and here you will see multiple APK files. You may see options like bionicvanilla.apk, ludashibionic.apk and redmagicbuild.apk. For most Android phones, especially if you are using a normal Snapdragon phone like OnePlus, Xiaomi, Poco, Realme or Samsung Snapdragon variant, download ludashibionic.apk. This is recommended APK for most users because it includes the Ludashi optimizations with the Bionic base. If you want a more basic and clean version, you can try bionicvanilla.apk, but for this video, I recommend using ludashibionic.apk. The redmagicbuild.apk is mainly made for RedMagic gaming phones, so if you are not using a RedMagic phone, you do not need to download that one. After downloading the APK file, install it on your Android phone. After installing the app, open it for the first time. It may ask for storage permission, so make sure you allow the required permission. After that, the app will automatically install the required system files. This process may take some time, so wait until the installation is complete. Once everything is ready, you'll reach the main screen of the Winlator app. Now, before creating a container, we need to change a few main settings. Tap on the menu icon and go to Settings. You can disable the dark mode if you want. Here, first find the Box64 preset option and set it to Performance preset. Box64 helps the emulator run 64-bit Windows applications and games on your Android device. By selecting the Performance preset, we are telling the emulator to focus more on speed and better gaming performance. After that, find the FX Score preset option and set this one to Performance preset as well. This setting also helps improve the overall performance while running PC games. Now scroll down and find the cursor speed option. Set the cursor speed to around 200%. This will make the mouse movement faster and smoother inside the Windows environment. After changing these settings, save them. Now we need to create a new container. A container is basically virtual Windows environment inside Winlator. Every game runs inside the container, so choosing the correct settings is very important. To create a container, tap on the plus icon. First, select the screen resolution. If you have a mid-range or a high-end Android phone, I recommend using 1280 by 720 resolution. This gives a good balance between graphics quality and performance. But if your phone has low RAM or a weaker processor, then you can choose a lower resolution. Now go to the Wine version option and select Proton 9.0 ARM64. Proton is useful for running many Windows games, and this version gives good compatibility with many PC games. Next, go to the graphic options section and go to its settings. This setting is very important because the correct graphics driver can make a big difference in performance. If your phone uses a Snapdragon processor, then the Turnip driver usually gives better performance in many games. But if your phone uses a MediaTek, Mali or Exynos GPU, then you may need to use the system driver option. In some cases, only the system driver may appear by default. If you want to install a custom GPU driver, go back to the main screen of the app and open Adreno Tools. Here, tap on the download icon. Now you will see different driver sources. From this list, I recommend opening Steven MX Turnip drivers. This source usually provides good Turnip drivers for Snapdragon phones with Adreno GPUs. After opening it, you will see multiple available driver versions. You can choose the correct driver for your phone. I am using OnePlus 10T, which has a Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 processor with an Adreno 730 GPU. The Adreno 730 comes under the A7XX GPU family. So I'll download the driver that says V863.1, A7XX and A6XX. So simply tap the download icon beside it and wait for the driver to download. After downloading, it will automatically install the driver. If this driver doesn't work, you can try another version like Turnip V26.2.0 R4. Once it's installed, go back to your Winlator container settings. Now open the graphics driver option and you should see the newly installed driver in the list. Select it. Now go to the DX wrapper section and select DXVK plus VKD3D. DXVK is used for DirectX 9, DirectX 10 and DirectX 11 games, while DKD3D is used for DirectX 12 games. So by selecting DXVK plus VKD3D, we can improve compatibility for different types of PC games. Now open the DX wrapper settings. If you are using a Snapdragon device, set the DXVK version to 2.3.1 async. This version usually gives better performance and smoother gameplay on Snapdragon phones. If you are using a MediaTek or Exynos device, you can try DXVK 1.11 because it may work better on some non-Snapdragon devices. After that, enable async and async cache. These options help reduce stuttering while playing games because they can improve shader compilation and caching. Now go back and set the audio driver to pulse audio. This is a good general option for audio output inside the emulator. Next, enable full screen stretched. This option makes the game fill your phone screen properly. Now open the advanced settings section. Here, set startup selection to aggressive. This helps the container focus more on performance during startup and while launching games. After that, scroll down and enable the available processor affinity option. These options help the emulator use the CPU cores more efficiently. Once all settings are done, save the container. Now your Winlator container is ready. To start using it, open the container you just created. After a few seconds, you'll see a Windows-like interface on your Android phone. Now you need to open the folder where your PC games are stored. Before doing this, make sure you have already copied or installed PC game folder to your phone storage. I have copied all games to my phone's download folder, which is the D drive in the emulator. Remember, in most cases, you need the full installed game folder. So first install the game on your Windows PC, then copy the full installed game folder to your Android phone. Inside the game folder, find the main game application file. This file usually ends with .exe. To create a shortcut, use a two-finger tap, right-click on the game's exe file, then select Create Shortcut. After creating the shortcut, go back to the Winlator main screen and open the shortcut section. Here, you will see the game shortcut you just created. One useful feature in this version is that you can also change the game icon. To do that, tap the three dot and select Change Icon. Now choose any image from your phone storage and use it as the game icon. This makes your game launcher look much cleaner and more organized. In a similar way, you can add more games to this shortcut section. Now, for the performance test in this video, I am going to use GTA 5. This is a good game for testing because it's a heavy PC game and it clearly shows how well Winlator Ludashi performs in real gameplay. I'll also show you how to enable the on-screen touch controls for GTA 5. This is helpful for users who do not have physical controller. So even if you don't have a gamepad, you can still play GTA 5 using the touch buttons on your phone screen. To enable the touch controls, first launch GTA 5. While the game is loading, press the back button to open the Winlator menu. Now go to Input Controls. Here, tap on the settings icon. Tap on Import File. If you already have a touch control profile for your game, you can import that file from your phone storage. If you don't have one, you can also download a control profile from Winlator's built-in profiles. From the available profiles, choose the GTA 5 on-screen touch control profile. After adding the GTA 5 profile, go back to the Input Control section and select that GTA 5 touch control profile. Now the GTA 5 touch buttons will appear on your screen. These touch controls work like a virtual game controller. You can use them for moving, running, aiming, shooting, entering vehicles, driving, and other in-game actions. So if you don't have a physical controller, this is the easiest way to play GTA 5 directly on your Android phone. But for this video, I'll use my physical game controller because it gives much better gaming experience. The touch controls are useful, but if you want a smoother and more console-like experience, I recommend using a Bluetooth or wired game controller. By default, your game may open in a small window or it may not use the correct resolution. To fix this, open the game settings and go to the graphics section. Here, set the screen type to full screen. You can turn VSync off. Then select the same resolution that you selected inside the Winlator container. For example, if your Winlator container resolution is 1280 by 720, then set the GTA 5 resolution to 1280 by 720 as well. This will make the game fit the screen properly. Now we can start the actual gameplay test and check how smoothly GTA 5 runs on Android using Winlator Ludashi. At the top of the screen, you can see the DXVK HUD, which shows useful performance information. You can use it to check FPS, CPU usage, GPU activity, and other performance details. This is helpful because you can understand whether the game is running smoothly or whether your phone is struggling. There is also some new graphics engine settings in this update. For example, you may see an FPS limit option. I recommend setting the FPS limit to 60 FPS. For mobile gaming, 60 FPS is already smooth enough and it also helps control heating and battery drain. There's also a super resolution option which can slightly improve image clarity. You may also find color profile options where you can choose different color styles like natural color or HDR style filters. These options are not required, but you can test them depending on how you want the game to look. Now let's talk about performance. In my testing, Winlator Ludashi feels more stable than many other PC game emulators. The FPS does not fluctuate too much and the gameplay feels more consistent. For example, while testing GTA 5, the game was able to maintain smooth performance. But there is one important thing you should know. Running PC games on Android puts a lot of load on the phone. So your phone may heat up after some time, especially if you are using a high performance version like Ludashi. If your phone is heating too much, you can try lowering the resolution, limiting the FPS to 30 and reducing in-game graphic settings. You can also try other Winlator versions like Bionic Vanilla version, which may produce less heat but the performance can be slightly lower. So overall, Winlator Ludashi is a very interesting option if you want to play PC games on your Android phone. It gives you good customization, useful performance settings, better shortcut management, and stable gameplay in many games. But remember, performance will always depend on your phone's processor, GPU, RAM, game optimization, and the settings you choose. So if one game does not run properly, try changing the DXVK version, GPU driver, resolution, and in-game graphic settings. That's it for this video. If this tutorial helped you, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more Android, Windows, and emulator tutorials. Also, comment below which PC game you want to run on your Android phone using Winlator. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.